hear the news?
No, what?
Somebody died yesterday.
They died?
Yeah. I was all like, you got it like both ways.
When they're walking down the street. So,
Basically what I am trying to say. If you don't do what Zoey says, you'll die. So do what Zoey says. Hey.
and action. Oh my freak. This is crazy. Back here, also, again, as Zoey says, isn't this so crazy? I'd never thought that we were going to be back. And I also don't even know if I'm going to let the man behind the curtain see this. Because, I mean, he might be busy. You know? Courage, brains, tin. Like, it's hard to even understand where to even begin. But we're back at Zoey Says. Yep. People keep texting me. There's this one person who texted me, Danny, and she was like, you need to start doing Zoey Says. We miss it. There was another person also named Danny, and he was like, we miss it, we need it. You know, a couple times a day, if I'm like talking about the podcast, if there was like a day where I kept bringing it up, like everyone's talking about, you know, the water levels in the ocean changing. And if I'm like, I know, and like I could be talking about that on Zoey Says, and they're like, oh, do you want to do Zoey Says again? Do you want? And I'm like, yeah, I think about it sometimes. And then they'll go back to talking about the water. And then somehow the conversation changes to, you know, people flushing like different hormones in the water and how it affects the fish. And then I'm like, oh my God, I love fish. And I could talk about my different favorite fishes on Zoey Says, but I'll probably not do it again. And then everyone's like, do it. And then like maybe I would even bring it up a third time. And at that point, people would be like, okay, just do it or don't do it. And so I'm going to do it. And I'm here. And I wrote down a couple of things, but it's really like I'm getting nervous about not being able to spell, read, or type or write. All those things I've tried to do today, and I'm not really that good at typing. I can't, like, this is an exaggeration. I can't type like that. It's more like one they were dead. Period. Like, it's not easy for me to type super fast. So I was always taught practice helps. I'm going to do a little bit more practicing. And then the reading, I started reading like this thing and I was like, oh, this is so like dense. And it was just like someone's comment on Instagram. It's like, you're beautiful. I love how beautiful this beautiful post has been since it's been here. And it's like a long sentence. There's a lot of commas. There was like a semicolon at some point. And I was like, oh, this is like taking me forever to read. This is like a hard sentence for me to read. And this is just a comment on Instagram. Like there's so many bigger things that I could read. Like, I don't know. Like people are always coming out with new books. Can you believe that people are still writing books? And I really do think people are probably reading them. There's stores like there was an Urban Outfitters and a Barnes and Noble, and you would think one of those is going to go out of business, and it's probably the Barnes and Noble. The Urban Outfitters went out of business, and now I can't shop there. I don't shop there anymore because there's no Urban Outfitters, only books. I don't want books. I don't want overpriced books. If I'm going to read, I'm going to go to the library or I'm just going to buy them on my phone. I like reading on my phone, my favorite thing to do. Don't I look good today? Don't you guys think I look good? And now I can talk about it. Because before I've just been kind of waiting for people to say things to me like, oh, you look so pretty. Oh, you look great. This outfit is right. You got it right this time. And it always kind of fell on deaf ears. Now it's gonna fall on a couple people. Usually I get like 5-10 viewers. And I'm excited about that. So many things to talk about. I have a list. Oh my God. So last night I went to Pizza Lobo in Andersonville. And it was a great time. I met this guy named Ed, and I was with a friend. It was me, my friend, Ed, and this other guy, Kaya. And we were all having a fun time. Once we all went our separate ways, the friend that I was there with said he was a police officer. And the rest of the night we were silent. He was like, you know, Ed, who we just saw, who we just like ate with, that was a police officer. And the whole time now I'm thinking, like, we were talking about all of the stuff that I've done. We were talking about car crashes. We were talking about the fact that I had gotten in so many different car crashes. And he was like, you have your license? And I thought it was a friend, like, ha ha ha, like, you shouldn't even have your license. And I think he was like kind of maybe, you know, assessing the situation. Like, you have your license on you, your registration. And I wasn't drinking, but one of us was drinking and was going to ride their bike to their house. That's really sketchy. He was a police officer, like a real life police officer. And yeah, and we kept talking about the police, and it was like, and I kept being like, where do you work? He's like, oh, I work downtown. I was like, okay. I said, what, where, I guess that is where he works. But I was more thinking when you say, where do you work? It's more like, what's your job? Like, the correct answer would have been, I work downtown. I'm a police officer. It would have been the correct thing to say. He did not say that. He was very, very nervous about being a police officer. And, you know, rightfully so, because a lot of people think those guys are just pigs. And I mean, I don't really care. I don't like back the blue, but I mean, because I think backing the blue and supporting police, those are two different things, probably. So, but I like the police. I think they kind of do their thing sometimes, especially if there's shootings. Whenever there's a shooting or something, and they got to go in there and like, being a police officer is like, it's like working on a compression machine that you see on Snapchat where they crush things. It's like, it's dangerous. And you're doing it for the greater good of everybody. You're like, one's entertaining us and one's protecting us, but both are kind of protecting us. And they're both dangerous because you get your finger in one of those compression machines where they crush things, you're gonna get hurt and lose the finger 100%. So, I mean, hats off to you while we're singing the national anthem. My hat is off to our troops as well, which it's hard to understand what a police officer is and what a troops are, like the difference exactly. It's always hard to tell. I've been really coming for people's jobs. The other night we also went out for a birthday. There was a birthday, so we went out. It was their birthday. The person whose birthday it was had their friends, who I didn't really know their friends. But I was like, what do y'all do? Oh, I'm a nurse. I work in like the NICU babies and I was like, oh, I was just in the hospital. My nurses were amazing. And the way that they talked about their job, it felt like I want to do this. Like, it's kind of like I'm a server. It's kind of like being a server. He looked at me and said, you just pissed me off so bad. And I was like, what? I piss you off? And he's like, yeah, being a server, right? Being a nurse, being a server is like being a nurse. Yeah, right, because I'm saving lives. Oh, here's your dish. Like, he started like doing a whole bit, like getting really mad, like doing his whole he was like doing crowd work. He was like, oh, no, someone needs more sauce. Oh, someone needs more blood. He was like comparing our jobs. Oh, I'm going to work for 5 hours. Oh, I'm working for 12 hours. He was like comparing. I was like, and the minute he said, you pissed me off, I was like, you're right. I'm wrong. You are saving lives. And he was like, didn't just take that. He needed to really make me feel like absolute shit about it. And I felt bad. But then he started like reading my job. And it's like, I mean, like, it's not like I guess I chose this job, but it's not like it's not like I understand I'm not saving people's lives. I'm probably hurting people's lives because a lot of times the people that come in there are like, I need butter. I need butter on this toast. I'm like, all right. All righty. Here you go. Arteries. Gonna clog that up really fast. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it's rainy today. I was so embarrassed earlier because I have just been craving a slice of cheese pizza, like a good slice of cheese. And there's this place, Demo's, right by my house, and I pass it all the time. And I've been trying to like get more comfortable going to places and asking for food, not like paying for it, but like asking and then paying for it. Because a lot of the times I will just like DoorDash things because I'm too nervous to go to the actual place, or I will just eat at the place where I work. Or it's just like I don't like going up and being like, can I get a slice of cheese pizza? So I'm trying to like have some exposure therapy. So many different types of therapy too. It's interesting. Like when I went to therapy, like mental health therapy the first time, they were like, welcome to therapy. Like, I'm going to lay out some of the ground rules. But it's like, I've had like I had speech therapy growing up, and like I've had like physical therapy on my like femur, like when I had like tore my femur, or not, I didn't tear it, but like my leg hurt a little bit. So I like did a lot of stretching from like YouTube videos, and I have laser hair therapy, which is like makes me actually want the mental health therapy. So it's like a fucking triangle of sadness. Anyways, I got the pizza and I'm walking home with my slice of cheese pizza. It was like the easiest thing in the world. I went up, I said, can I get a slice of cheese pizza? He said, for here to go. I said, for to go. And then he gave it to me. The easiest thing in the world. I don't know what I was so scared about. Walking home, la, 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 kind of raining a little bit because it's like drizzling outside. And I look and there's a friend, someone who lives in the downstairs unit. And I said, hi. And then kept walking because I was like, I like really pick up on body language stuff. I like researched recently that like if you pick up on body languages, that means like you can orgasm really easily. So I saw his body language and he was like, I could just tell he probably didn't want to talk. And I was like, I literally want to talk either. I have like a whole pizza slice in my hand. Like, this is so damned. Like if he sees me with this like slice of pizza, I'm like damned if I do. So I just kept walking fast. And when he turned the corner, he probably saw me like really walking really fast. I mean, he did. Like, there's no way he didn't see me walking really fast because it's like a straight shot. You can see everything on that street. Like, there's no bush. Like, there's not that many bushes or anything to hide behind. There's no turns. Like, it's a straight shot. And he saw me like running away from him because I was so embarrassed for my pizza in my hand. So I think I got one fear over with, and I can order food at restaurants by myself now. But I'm embarrassed when people see me holding food, especially a box of pizza. That's like the grossest thing. Anytime I see someone holding a box of pizza, I mean, that's humiliating. I mean, it was like one slice, but it was like a big box for one slice. So it kind of looks like I'm about to go home and like house a whole fucking pizza. It was $5 for a slice of pizza, and the pizza was all right. It wasn't like amazing. It kind of just tasted like the crust was good. Ugh, there's so much to talk about. Ugh, I'm like freaking out. There's so many things that we need to talk about, but okay, we got to wrap this up. Anyways, people came to visit the apartment today, and they were all really nice. My room though was a disaster. My whole room is like a Goodwill donation bin. It looks like, it just looks like I'm living in one of those like in a landfill of clothes. Oh my God, if you've seen Backrooms, and the bottom floor of Backrooms where the guy gets eaten and I don't know if that's like a spoiler. It definitely is actually. And that whole room of all the lawn, it's like, that's my room, including probably like the smell. Like they say like the back room smells like white carpet, just like worse in here probably. because the cat pees in here. My grievance, or I'll just start with my positivity for today is that I'm going to go for a run. And I like my runs. I'm back running most days, and I'm loving it. I'm cherishing it, but I might slip because it's rainy, and I don't want to. The traction goes down by a guaranteed rate when it rains with my shoes. It goes down at such a guaranteed rate, and for my run, I'm nervous about slipping, but. What really matters is who's gonna let the dogs out when all they really do is slobber on my new upholstery. So I'm gonna keep working on the quotes. This was very rushed, but I'm so happy to be back at Zoey Says, and trust there's gonna be a new episode airing pretty often. Hell yes. Hell yes. All right. Be damned. Bye, dams. That's going to be my new, what I'm going to call y'all.
So do what Zoey says.